Good evening. The iconic sign sitting atop one of Fort Wayne's tallest General Electric buildings could end up in Kentucky.
According to company officials, a GE appliance plant there has expressed interest in paying to relocate it to Louisville. News Channel 15's Megan Reust joins us live now from downtown with more. Megan?
Mark and Heather, the 85-year-old sign is something most people are used to seeing when they come downtown. Here outside of Parkview Field tonight, you can see the GE sign is shining bright even though it's several blocks away. The thought of that sign going away leaves some with mixed emotions.
I would prefer that it stay here in Fort Wayne. That would be my choice number one. On the other hand, I'm very happy that the sign will be preserved rather than demolished or thrown in storage somewhere where no one will ever see it again.
This piece of Summit City history is something Michael Galbraith, the executive director of Arch Inc., has worked hard to protect, including adding it to the most endangered landmarks list about a month ago after the GE plant closure. Since the sign belongs to GE, there's nothing the Historic Preservation Group or the city can do to keep it here.
I kind of wish that was one of those things that had become a local historic district, much like the West Central neighborhood, where the neighbors in the city would have some input as to what happens there.
Matt Conkrite, a spokesperson for GE, says nothing is set in stone yet. In fact, the company hasn't even had it priced to see if it's something they could even afford to move. Leaders with the Louisville Department of Economic Growth tell me they're sorry to hear of what could be Fort Wayne's loss, but they'd be glad to have the piece of history. Galbraith hopes this goes to show we need to have more of an appreciation for the pieces of history that make the Summit City special.
Treasure that history that we've got, because sometimes we lose it.
As I mentioned earlier, all of this is still in the very early stages. GE officials tell me it will be quite some time until they know for sure whether the sign will stay here in Fort Wayne or relocate to Louisville. Live downtown, Megan Reust, News Channel 15.